North Wilkesboro! That's right, we are back at North Wilkesboro, this time in the Super Late Models Fixed. Not a series that I run very often, because it doesn't tend to go very green. But we'll give this a shot. And this is an extremely weird feeling setup. This is probably the tightest I've ever felt this car be. I don't know if I'm just driving it wrong, underdriving it like crazy. You see I'm on the chip like halfway down the straightaway. Feels very weird. Very interesting. I think that's causing me to overdrive it. All the times are right on top of each other, so we might qualify 10th, but be within a 10th of the whole time. So that was a much better 1 and 2. We can get a decent exit here. And a much better 3 and 4. Maybe we'll have a good time here. Use a little bit of time on the exit, but we run a 17, and that's good for P1 at the moment. See if that holds up. Only sub 17 right now. Someone ran a 17.5, I think, in practice, though. So I'm not sure that will hold up. But Nick is in here, and so is Chris and James. Nick announced this on the Discord before he was going to race this, so I thought I'd jump in with, like, no practice. Pretty early. I feel like we're going to be burning up the tires and just be super tight at the end. We got 80 laps. No reason to pit. Well, that's saying 76 and a half. Can we make it on fuel? That'll be interesting if we can't. I don't think you're supposed to pit in this series, are you? I mean, if we get cautions, that'll probably be fine. Surely you can make it. I mean, us being on the chip for that long down the straightaway is definitely going to affect the fuel mileage, but you would think they'd have that calculated. I'm fairly certain you don't pit. Like, I haven't raced this series in a while, and we don't have tire sets. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to pit in the fixed series, or even the open series for that matter. But let's remember to start in second gear, and let's see if we can get a decent-ish jump on the 5 car.
It's a hay car.
Car is so gripped up and tight that I don't think we're going to have to worry about wheel spin. Feels alright. I think it feels okay. We will see. Is the voice chat not working? It is on, right?
Is everybody just bumping their button, or do I have everybody muted?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They're just holding their button down.
Making sure my button worked. Yeah, I was gonna say, is everyone quiet?
I thought the same thing. I kept seeing names pop up.
Let's see if we can get a decent
jump
jump here.
I have push to talk mapped on or not.
Coming to the green.
Get ready.
You're a button bumper.
Good luck.
See how many of these laps we can lead.
The pace car's in. Green flag, green flag.
Get a decent start. Not great into turn 1, but still got a decent gap. Just be nice and smooth with it. The 1 started in the back. I think he's going to be quicker than us. Probably just be a matter of time of him making his way up through the field. But I also feel like we're going to fall off towards the end. I don't know if we're going to be very good on tires. I'm already feeling super tight. We have a big range of motion we can work with the brake bias in the car, so that's something we should play with as this goes along. But for right now, I'm just going to be happy leading some laps. We're out in front of everybody, so a lot less danger of getting in a wreck. Nick has fallen back into 3rd. I think that's where he qualified, so he's just falling in line there behind the 5 car. And Chris is right behind him. Maybe this will be a fun green race to bounce back from that Gen 4 race that I did here. This track is a lot of fun once it's green. It's the staying green part that's usually the problem. I feel like I'm overdriving it, and eventually it's going to come back to haunt me. Because I'm kind of pulling away right now. And if we get a caution, it's going to get them back to us with probably better tires. And they could be saving to make it on fuel. It looks like we can't make it, which is very interesting. I mean, I don't know how accurate that's going to be. I mean, pace is going to drop off, and we'll probably get closer and closer to making it by the end. But I really don't know. That kind of scares me. They could be all just back there saving a bit just to make sure they'll be able to go at the end. And I'm out here thinking I know what I'm doing, leading the thing by a mile, quote unquote, when I'm going to run out of fuel with like 3 to go. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's what it feels like right now. Like, should I be backing up? This huge gap behind me really freaks me out. I feel like I'm going way too hard right now for the fuel and the tires. I also don't feel like I'm pushing it that hard. So I really don't know. It's so weird with this car feeling like this. It feels like the late model stock. It's got so much grip. Usually this car has a ton of power in the rear and you're just spinning them up. Alright, now we should be alright on fuel.
It's a pace car. Alright, man. Pace cars in. Green, green, green.
I'm going to try and change up my timing just a little bit every time. I'm not going to do the exact same timing, just to try and keep them from timing it up. Not sure how successful we'll be at that, because there's not a lot of time between the time the pace car goes down pit road to the green flag. I try to stay back from it, but the 5 car is just up like a full row ahead of me when he's second in line, or he's second in the running order. Should be good on fuel now, though. That should not be a concern. Can we get it around the corners without destroying the right front now is the question. I feel like we're doing really bad on entry, but we're still kind of pulling away. Got a little gap anyway. Nick could be back there just saving his stuff. I feel like we need to move the brakes a little bit towards the front, or towards the back rather. So let's do that when we get the opportunity. And don't clip the grass. Just a couple clicks there. We'll be playing with that the whole time, I imagine. Still looking okay. We don't quite have as big of a gap that we had on second place last run, but this hasn't been as long of a run yet. I feel like it's much tighter through the center now, though. We got a long ways to go for handling issues to come into play this early. Really tight on the exit. We just need to be careful and not get on it too early, I think. I don't know if we're going to get any better. Like I said, I feel like we're going to fall off. We may not end up finishing top 3. We will see what happens. Here comes the one, pushing his way forward. Just trying to get good exits and not overdrive entry. The best we can do. I'm not sure we're doing very good. As I keep saying, it just doesn't feel very good. I guess that just could be the setup. I'm really surprised how tight the car is here, though. Like, this is such a slick track, and these cars usually are so slick everywhere they go. I don't know what they did to the setup. But very tight. There's no turn at all right there. That was horrible. That's not going to get any better. We're going to go back some more on the brakes. Not what I want to be doing, this much adjustment this early. But I feel like we're just going to smack the wall out of the corner right now. Need this to be a 40-lap race, not an 80-lap race. I think we're in danger of... We'd win probably if it was a 40-lap race, but full 80 laps, not so sure. It's alright. We're out here having fun, leading some laps. Not something we get to do super often, especially in this car. Pretty sure I've never won with this car, but you can say that about most cars. Don't know if I've led any laps or not. Nice if we quit hitting that wall. One car getting around the 5. They're slowing each other down, racing each other. See if the one starts catching us real quick now. Looks like he will. Really don't want another caution, get the one close to me. Because even if we were faster at that point, we'd probably just get run into to get past. But looks like we're not faster anyway. Got some smoke, some tire tracks through 3 and 4. Don't see a car. Oh, it's Chris up ahead. He's back going though. Did I unmute them? I did not.
You did it too. I would have brought out a yellow.
Yeah, I actually let off to try to let you save it, but
No, it was really guilty. All good.
I'm not pushing to try to stay ahead of the one. I figure he's going to pass us. I'm just going to try and do smooth,
Somebody
consistent
wants to
laps.
spin out. That'd be real.
And try and keep the tires on it. And maybe we'll eventually be quicker than the one, though I doubt it. We're going to do the best we can do with that.
I'd rather not.
Go low there, James.
Still out here leading, about 0.8 behind us. Feeling alright. It's very tight on the exit. But I don't feel like I'm pushing it past the point the tires can handle. tough to say, really. He's catching us real fast now. It's alright, maybe he'll be overdriving it and he'll fall off before he can get all the way to us. We just now got to halfway. I would be happy with a second place, for sure. Any top 5 really would be amazing, considering I got no practice, pretty much. Really, I just want to beat Nick. I'm beating him alright right now. 2.2 back. I won't just lay over for him, but I'd rather not get wrecked either. But if he can actually pass us, then that's fine. I expect not to be as quick as he is, and I haven't been. By how quick he's been able to catch up. Well, that felt like a good exit. Half a second now behind us. Try a little bit wider entry, maybe cut it down a bit if I can. Don't know if that's going to work. I know the high line here is usually pretty good. But the car doesn't turn and we're just smacking the wall. If the car doesn't turn, you can't ever get to the bottom, then the high line's not very good. That felt alright. On entry, it doesn't feel that tight. It's through the center and off the corner right now. I assume we're good on fuel. I haven't checked, but we got that caution, so that should be enough to take care of it. I need to enter a little bit higher in 3 and 4 because I'm cutting off my exit, entering low enough, or that low. 1 and 2 I'm doing okay. We get a caution though, there's no way I'm going to hang on to this, I don't think. Once he gets up even with us, he's quicker right now. Just gotta race my race, run my line. Don't overdrive it and don't worry about what he's doing behind us. We get past, that's fine.
Stay off the wall, there
to get some right rear in it with the grass. He's able to run lower on entry and keep it low and get decent exits. I'm losing some time scrubbing off speed on entry up top. But if I go low like that, I can't get the dang thing to turn. He's kind of stuck there about 0.3 back. Might just be waiting and saving his stuff to make a hard charge towards the lead in the last like 20 laps. I feel like we're getting okay exits on him. We're back to 0.4. Car hasn't been pushing too much, and we get another yellow, and that's probably it for our chances.
Pit road is closed. Catch the... Alright, man. Pace cars in. Green flag, green flag. We have 20 laps to go at the
He's
line.
on our outside.
Go there, hold your line.
Try and keep it from him.
Stay low.
Figured he would be able to time it.
Stay low.
If he can get stuck on the outside, that'd be good.
Go there, hold your line.
Assuming he can't just flat out pass us up there.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side.
Looks like he's just going to be able to pass us.
Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line.
Maybe. We're getting a little bit better exits than he is, but it's not a big difference.
Still there.
Car is so tight right now.
Still there, hold your line. All clear, all clear.
We clear him.
Get
Try and
one
let Nick
outside.
get to his inside.
Clear high, clear
Let them
high.
race it out. See if we can pull away a bit. That worked out really good. Hopefully he doesn't wreck Nick. Hopefully we can get it to turn. He's overdriving center, which is causing him to lose a little bit of time on exit. We can't pull away from him like we were. I think Nick was saving back there, hoping to get a restart, but the longer they're too wide, the more it's going to help us, regardless. I'm going to try and keep getting decent exits. They're catching us on entry, which I don't care about, as long as they don't hit us. I have no reason to suspect they would. They haven't since I've gotten in front of both of them. I know Nick wouldn't. Unless we were single file, then maybe he might think about it, but he's trying his best to get around the one. They're making a little side contact, but so far it's not looking terrible back there. The one's not just flat wrecking them. But they are racing very hard. And the harder they race, the better it is going to be for me. We're coming to get 10 to go. I need them to keep battling as long as possible.
10 to go at the line.
And we want no cautions. That restart worked out just about perfectly for us. I know it took us a while to get around them, but I was trying not to push the tires too bad. And it looked like we were still getting decent exits. So we were able to just barely clear him. Looks like he's going to throw it 3 wide. Please no cautions. Nick got in front of him for second place. He's going to try and come get us with less than 10 to go. Hopefully the one doesn't just run him over. Racing hard. I don't think he will. He's been looking alright, despite the thing under yellow. And we are definitely not going to just lay over for Nick. If he's quicker than us. I imagine he is. I think he was saving this whole time, hoping for a late yellow. But the one getting shuffled back, that takes the pressure off of us, starting on the outside there. That was perfect for us. I didn't think it would quite work out. I thought he'd probably be able to hang on a little bit better than he did. So that was great. We just got to be quick enough to hold Nick off for 5 more laps. I don't think he's catching us quite quick enough to be here. Just need to keep focusing on getting decent exits.
5 5 laps to go.
I'm overdriving entry. That's all right. We get that turn down line on the exit. That's really good right now. A little bit low in 3 and 4 there. That's okay. Just a handful of laps to go. He's getting closer. He's going to give me a run for it. Oh, he's going to be here. We're just getting better exits than he is right now, though. Just keep getting better exits. Fuel was just right on the money. I don't know if we could have made it if we hadn't got both those cautions. 2 to go.
2 laps to go.
That exit I'm getting out of 2 right now is really powerful. He's just not able to get close enough, and we're pulling away from him there. Coming to the white flag, no cautions. One more time around 3 and 4. Just don't spin out. This car is glued. And hey, how about that? We beat Nick and we win the dang race. Woo, I'll take that. That was not what I expected to have happen.
Bothered to show up.
Great racing with the 1 there. I was worried about him with whatever he was doing on the pace lap, but it seemed like we all were keeping it clean up there. And we just managed to hold him off. I'm going to do some burnouts. I think that calls for some burnouts. Oh, that was awesome.
Alright, man, that's it. The race is over.
Got to do burnouts since we beat Nick right behind us. Oh, that was awesome. That was fun. I'm glad I signed up for this. Obviously. Oh man, awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. 1 car didn't even have any incidents. I thought he was pushing his way up, but he was doing fine. So apologies if I said anything bad about him. Just I don't know what he was doing on the caution lap. I might have. I don't know if I'm gonna cut out the cautions during this race or not. But he like passed the whole field and like went around a whole lap while we were pacing, which was kind of weird. But he raced us clean there at the end, and that was a lot of fun. And we beat Nick. I don't know what the tires were. 72 on the right front. That's probably pretty close. James was 74. 85 on the rears. That seems... Well, yeah, we were probably right around James before we did those burnouts, so... I'm surprised we didn't fall off more. I'm surprised we didn't get tighter. And I just keep getting that... I was entering 1 and 2, like half a lane up, a lane to a lane and a half up. And I was getting it to turn down right at the grass on exit, and that was really helping me. And I think that was we were getting some of the best exits out of turn 2, especially later in the race. I wasn't really doing that early, but once the 1 was catching me, I was trying to find a little bit extra speed, so I kind of migrated up my entry and trying to cut down a little bit, and that seemed to help. Kept him behind us. I was really worried with that caution. That we were going to be so tight that we wouldn't be able to hold on to it on the bottom, but he was just overdriving center a little bit, and that wasn't on the 1 there. The 6 car kind of missed the entry, but he was overdriving center a bit. We were gaining just a touch on him every exit, and he just wasn't able to hang on. Ooh, little bump there on the middle of 1 and 2 that sends the 9 into the grass, and he just can't get it out of the grass, and oh my gosh, how did no one hit him? And that's our first caution. 11 car grabbing the wall. We got the wall a couple times. 1 car grabbing a bit of the curb. I'm really lucky that Nick got stuck on the inside of the 1 and they battled so hard behind us for that long, because Nick was definitely quicker than us through the center and on entry, and he probably would have been able to get to us and challenge us for that win. had he been able to get past the one a little bit quicker. But that was fun. I'm glad we hung on to that. That was not what I expected. I'm not usually good in this car, especially with a setup this tight. But it worked out for us somehow. The one's just grabbing that curb a little bit, I think. 4 cars dragging the wall a little bit. And curb. Little curb. Little curb. 012's headed for the exit of turn 4. That's a hard hit. We only had 2 cautions. Super late models fixed at North Wilkesboro, and we only had 2 cautions. This is when I packed the wall, and the one thankfully follows me right into it. We probably would have lost a lot more time than that had he not done that. 7 car grabbing the grass and getting it loose. And he was definitely catching us. I think that caution actually helped us because he got trapped on the outside. I just thought the outside was going to be a lot better than it was with how tight these things are. Ooh, 11 hitting the wall hard, climbing it hard into the inside wall, and that's our final caution. And you can see us restarting here. Little net code contact there with the 8 and the 5. Nick and the 1 are racing door to door. They were leaning on each other pretty hard back there. Nick was really trying to get the pass done. Seems like they kept it clean though. Getting some wall there. Oh, little contact there with Nick. That was kind of net code. The 1 came down a bit, but he was really close to the wall. That was net code there. Doubt that was on purpose. Then he goes for a 3 wide move, and Nick is able to clear the 4, so 4 gets shuffled to the outside. And then Nick is on the loose to try and track us down. Problem is he's only got like 17 laps to go. No, 8 laps to go, rather. Because there's 80 laps. Just not enough time. And the 1's really clipping that curb there. Getting good exits out of 4. He has to like come to a complete stop to get out of the corner with how tight these things are. And that's it. We get to do burnouts. We win another race. I'm having a good season. I just hope when my luck runs out, it doesn't look too bad. It could end up being pretty bad, but we're on a pretty dang good lucky streak right now. And I will just take it as it's coming and having a lot of fun. Thanks for watching.